Hey y'all. Hey besties. How you guys doing? Good evening. I am Corey J, your flight hostess with the mostest, and I am coming to give you your in-flight tea. Yes, it's late, but I had to come on and just do my flight attendant diaries because I haven't done it in a few weeks actually. Wanted to talk about my trip this week and what's going on out there in these airways and in these airports and how people are acting and what's going on. Thank you guys for tuning in. As you come on in the room, say something and say, so I can acknowledge you. As we go. Hey Derek, thank you for watching. So flight attendant diaries, guys. Listen. First of all, I'm stupid jet lagged. I am because I commute from the East Coast to the West Coast to go to work, and then most of my flights and my trips are to the East Coast. So I spend one day flying just to go to work. Then I spend the whole next few days flying back east, and then I fly back west, and then I have to fly back east just to come home, just to be home for one day, because I have to go right back to work tomorrow, and I'm flying right back to the West Coast just to fly back to Orlando. So I'm exhausted. However, what's going on out there in the airport, guys? These crazy things are happening, and I'm a little confused right now as to why people just want to fly. I guess because the flights are cheap right now, people just feel like they need to be in the airport. But listen, I need, if you guys are going to fly, do us a favor, okay? Do us a very huge favor. Thank you guys so much for watching. So, I'm coming to give you your in-flight tea. If you're gonna fly and you're gonna buy a $30 ticket, we talked about a $30 ticket the last time, right? The guy with $30 ticket sitting in row 30 and gave me a hard time for 30 minutes. So if you're gonna purchase a cheap ticket right now and you feel the need to just go somewhere, hey Tim, thank you for watching. Do us a favor. If the flights are somewhat full, don't fly. It's just that simple. What you doing up so late? Well, I'm catching up on some work, Tim, because I've been working and I'm home, and then I gotta help baby boy with his stuff, and then I gotta get caught up on stuff, and so I'm up late. I'm gonna be up late. Then I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, so yeah, that part. But I haven't done my flight attendant diaries in at least about 2 weeks, I think, because I hadn't flown. So now that I have done my trip, I wanted to give you guys the scoop on what's going on out there, and then hopefully give you guys a few tips that help our lives as your flight attendants that much better, okay? So again, like I was saying, people are out there flying, guys. Flights are just about at 85% capacity, okay? Not every flight is going to be full, and we are still making sure that we try to accommodate everybody when it comes to social distancing. At least it's the weekend. Tim and Lee, you get to be home for the weekend. I'm not. I gotta take people where they want to go. I wish I was gonna be home this weekend, but I'm gonna be in those friendly skies doing what I love to do. I make fun about it, but I do love what I do. I love my career. I do. I do. I love flying. I get paid to travel the world. I mean, who doesn't love that? You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to stay on long because I am tired and because I still have a lot of things to do tonight. But you guys give me some life. I need a little hope right now, a little energy, I guess, because I'm drinking decaf tea. I probably need to go out and get some daggone coffee because that's how much work I have to do. But anyway, so the experience that's happening right now with the flights being almost at full capacity, I think people are confused when we say social distancing on a plane. Now, we already know that there's one aisle on most planes, okay? One aisle, 2 rows, 3 seats, okay? What was happening earlier in the year as flying slowed down was that it was 3 people on a flight, but we were still taking them wherever they needed to go. 5 people, most of the full flights were about 20 people, if that, and it was kind of cool. Now we're getting people who are paying $10 for flights, $25, $30 for flights, $60 even for flights. And it's like a whole new kind of jerk. that's showing up. Hi, Miss Belinda. Thank you for watching. Hey, Justina. Thank you for tuning in. We say, put your freaking mask up. I mean, well, they're required to fly with masks on now. Everybody's required to have a mask. You have to have it on during the flight. Even you can't take it off, except for to eat and drink, stuff like that. Where because you got to remove the mask to get to your mouth, right? And people are pretty much following those rules. You got a few people who fall asleep and they take it off because it's uncomfortable, and it is. I get it. But one guy took his mask off and he started coughing. I was just like, sir, okay, just, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, this is why we have the mask, people, to stop the spread of germs, okay? Don't come on, take your mask off and then start coughing all over the place. I mean, like, seriously. But what I also find that is people are paying cheap prices and they're complaining about the flights being full. Hey, Rob, thank you for watching. They're complaining about the flights being full. It's like, come on, man. If you're paying $40, are you really, just take your seat, sit down, and get to where you gotta go. I mean, why are you complaining? You know the flights are getting back to normal. You see all the people in the airport. Why you get on the plane and then complain that the flight is... This isn't social distancing. Well, man, you paid $25 for your ticket. What do you expect? Oh my God. That's how I really feel about it. It's just so hilarious to see people... Hola, papi. It's hilarious to see people go from sitting in the terminal, watching 4,500 people around them, okay, not saying a thing to the gate agent, but then you get on the plane and you want to complain to us that you can't have a whole row to yourself. Well, you have two options. You either get on a plane and sit down like everybody else and just go on to your destination, or you don't. You just stay at the gate. You don't have to go. You really don't have to fly. If it's that uncomfortable for you, you don't have to. Justine, I'm so glad that masks are required. That's good to know. Yeah, it is. And I'm glad about that too, because, hey guys, thank you for tuning in, because it makes it so much more comfortable for us. It's still a little nerve-wracking because, again, like you said, the guy, took off his mask and then it was like, listen, put it back on, please. We don't know where you came from. So that I find very funny, that the people are coming on and they want, like, it's a different kind of, I don't know what to call it, say the plane has one wheel for the landing gear. I actually had that happen, Tim, about 11 years ago. And that's an emergency landing, actually. And when I was flying express, and I had, when you have one wheel come down, that's not a good thing. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Ambulance everywhere, fire trucks everywhere, because they thought we was gonna crash. Thank God actually the landing gear didn't come down. The chief pilot actually wound up getting one wheel to come down upon landing. It was... And all I could hear him say was, "Holy Jesus," because he didn't think the wheel was gonna come down. And I'm in my jumpsuit like, oh God, thank you, because it would have been catastrophe. It would have been a catastrophe, and I wouldn't be here to talk about flight attendant diaries now had that one wheel not come down. So I'm grateful for that. $25 in the plane is a prop plane. It's not even that now. They're flying on. I fly mainline. So, Tim, they're flying on the big jets for $30, $45. Hey, Peter, thank you for watching. Seriously. Hey, Danita, hey, Freddie, thank you for tuning in. People are really paying, low money right now. And it's like, the caliber of passengers changed right now. So hopefully soon, when prices get back to normal, we'll get our passengers back, But I think it's just, if you're going to fly, don't complain about the flight being full, because right now, they're at 85%, and some people get a row to themselves. Some people get, one and one. They got the seat in the middle, which is always a blessing, because you got the middle seat to do what you want. Hey, Dina. Hey, Dina Dean. Haven't seen you in a minute. I hope everybody's well. So yeah, if you're going to fly, please don't complain about being crowded, and social distancing is important to you, stay at home. Just stay at home in your own house or get in the car and drive. Better yet, do that. Get in the car and just drive. That way you don't have to worry about being close to anybody who you're not related to. And if you don't feel like being close to them, you can just be in the car by yourself. You know? I think I will wait. Yeah, I think, I agree with that, Tim. People, I don't understand. It's one thing to have the nail salons open up and have the hair salons open up again. I saw that today. People are sitting outside. When was it Fantastic Sam's and Supercuts open up, I went and got a pedicure because I'm like, hey, if they're open, we good to go. We are good to go, okay? We all had a mask on though, and it wasn't full. So I felt comfortable in there, and I needed it because it'd been 2 months. And, my girl was like, Kyan, oh my goodness, this is bad. This the same polisher 2 months ago. Yes. Who was going to do my nails? I've been in the house. But when it comes to flying, wait if you can, guys. I mean, really, if you can just wait until things really get back to normal, wait till Thanksgiving, wait till Christmas, fly then, because you got a reason to fly. Don't just fly because tickets are cheap. Buy now while they're cheap and fly later. Buy now while it's cheap, fly later. That's what I advise you guys to do, because right now it's just a whole different caliber of group of people, and it's like we go from people complaining that the tea's not hot enough to people now complaining that oh my gosh, hi Miss Nickens, thank you for watching. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to sit next to somebody. Well, what you think? Did you sit next to somebody out on the gate? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You were in the terminal, and there were people sitting next to you, and you didn't complain. It blows my mind when you get on the plane and complain about the very same thing you were doing up at the gate, sitting next to people with no social distancing, because there were a lot of people at the gate, a lot. So just stay home. By all means, it's what we should be doing anyway right now. We are taking cargo. That's another reason why we're flying. But at the end of the day, there's no reason to complain about social distancing if you're gonna fly. Just, take your seat, have at it, be happy that you're going where you're going, and you paid cheap ticket for it. It's a blessing. That's what I say. Actually, I say wait as long as you possibly can. There's no need to go anywhere right now. We're not, some of the beaches are open, but they're not packed. It's not summertime like it normally would be. Actually, it's not summertime yet at all anyway. But Memorial Weekend is coming up. I wonder how packed the beaches are going to be there. I'm not going. No. I'll be sitting right on my patio watching people at the pool because I'm not going there either. Not. I'll sit right on my patio and enjoy the view, but I'm not going anywhere where there's going to be tens of millions of people outside at all. It's bad enough I still have to deal with it on the plane. We almost had an emergency. We had a medical emergency, but we almost had to divert. Thank God he got better. Passenger passed out. If you guys are gonna fly too, please stay hydrated, because when you get up in the air, it is dry up there, and if you're not hydrated on the ground, you do run the risk of passing out up there. If you fly and you haven't eaten, please make sure you eat. If you're diabetic, please make sure you have your stuff. Okay, because our supply is limited now. Our supplies are limited with what we have on the plane, what we can serve you. So sometimes we get some things, sometimes we don't. And if you are diabetic and you're flying and you feeling, your sugar might be dropping, please keep some candy with you. Or you know what you should be doing. With the experience we had this week. And hey, Leonard, thank you for, at least I hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize if I didn't. But I appreciate you watching. The passenger, he was dehydrated because he doesn't like to drink water, and he passed out, and he was really disoriented, and he didn't really realize where he was, and it took 45 minutes to kind of really get back to normal. And he was saying he hadn't really eaten much, and he was diabetic, and it's like, listen, if you know you're flying, please bring your stuff with you. If you know that you need your medicine needs to be on ice, bring a cooler, put your medicine on ice. If you're traveling with your babies, make sure they have little tiny masks too for their face, because that's the other thing. Why are people flying with their baby? Newborns. Stay home. Let the baby's lungs get used to being in this world. Stay in the house or stay around your family, but don't get on an airplane with recycled air and you don't know who's exposed to what and where people are coming from right now. You don't know. So it's better to be safe at home than to be sorry somewhere else, because you decided you wanted to go ahead and take advantage of these low prices and then somebody winds up sick. It might not be COVID, but it could be anything, because you just never know. COVID is not the only virus that takes people out, just the one that's going around right now, but the flu takes people out all the time. There's other stuff that's in the air. So I just encourage you guys, if you're going to get these cheap tickets, get it now, but for a later date. Book it for for the holiday season, when there's a reason to be out there flying. Not right now. Now just keep staying home, okay? Just stay local or drive if you really need to go somewhere. Get an RV if you want to take the whole family. That way y'all can still be together and y'all can still be kind of quarantined together. And you can cook. You don't got to go to the restaurant. You don't got to worry about food out there in the airport. That's the other thing that people are complaining about, is how come all the restaurants are closed. Well, everybody had to quarantine. Yeah. Everything had to shut down because of this whole thing. So just because we're still flying doesn't mean that it's still 100% safe. It's always a risk. Hey, Shanette, thank you for watching. So, guys, if you're going to fly safe. Keep your masks on all the time, just because we have to too. We hate it just as much as y'all do, but we'd rather be safe taking you where you have to go than to be sorry and to not know. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Really quickly, I'm Corey J, your flight hostess with the mostest, and I thank you for listening to your in-flight tea for this week. I'll be back next week after this trip that I'm going on starting on Saturday. We're going to see how, because I'm going to Orlando. Y'all know that flight's going to be packed. Y'all know it is. Because everybody's going to where? Because Disney's not all the way open, so I don't know where everybody's going to be going. But I'm pretty sure that flight's going to be packed. All right, till next time, guys. Ciao.